guys, welcome back to the crew. We are still at the March 2016 summit. Next up, the Drift event. As a keyboard player, this thing is a mess. A real big mess. It's not easy to get the drift going with a keyboard. And for this summit they came up with a track which is, well, very hard to do with a keyboard. I am in a drift like hell and I lose a multiplier. Point being, because, well, it's the most important thing in this is the multiplier, and I lose it again. Why? Half a second got the car too straight. And you say, well, change the view. Well, that's even worse. If I change the view to first person or third person or whatever you want to call that, then you can't control the car at all with the keyboard. Or at least not in my point of view. So I drive with a hood cam. And I completely turn myself here. Because, well, it wasn't hard enough to do a drift with a car with a keyboard. Nope. They managed to come up with some track full of turns and twists and even uphills and downhills. Now, for somehow, I've been doing this run for 2 hours yesterday, using all kind of cars. Focus, where I got like a decent score with in the last qualifier, and I could get, well, about 20-30,000, which is about the average for a normal keyboard player, I guess. Sorta in the middle of the pack. Everybody get 20 or 30,000 eventually. And then I switched to the BMW Z4. I do have a 1299 car, being the Corvette Stingray, but that's just too powerful to control with a keyboard, so I'm taking cars which are about 800-900, although I put parts on them while I'm going now, but I'm not having a 1299 car because it's just too powerful and you will outspin yourself every freaking time if you're playing with a keyboard. So I find it easier to do with a car which is around, let's say, well, 700-800, something like that. This one is at 845 now. So you basically I got this car yesterday from the Drift Tuners. And while I'm kind of concentrating now, because for some reason I am able to get it going at this moment, times 29 already, but few tricky parts coming up. No, don't hit that ball. Yep, times 41 and I lose it. God damn it. Because I hit that stupid little wall there where I wasn't supposed to go. And I have no idea how to take this downhill without losing it. Because if I can get it going again, no, not what I need. At least that needs 15 or something, 15, 16. Let's throw it around a bit more prominent. I mean, here times text is only 1000 score, so Why do I lose it over something stupid? I had a good run going and I lose the multiplier at 41. Because that's the hardest point to do with the keyboard, is that keep it going. If you get a decent score with multiplier at 20s, you can maybe give it a go. But you're not. That's not the case. You need to get the multiplier at times 99 to get scores over 100,000 or more, which is very hard to do with a keyboard. Let's give it one more run. Because my best run, I had the multiplier going till times, I don't know, 55 or 65, something like that, and then I lost it. But then I had like a second one where the second part of the route, I managed to get it at times 20 of something again, and those two scores added up. Yeah, well, that was completely wrong angle. A bit more aggressive and more power then. You really have to practice this like hell if you want to get it at a pretty decent score. And it's not only the score, it's also these stupid angles approaching the turn, and that's probably the most important one. You need to anticipate on that, like for a turn like this, you need to make sure that you have the right angle, and then you're in big trouble for the next corner, as you can see. Needed to brake and try to flick it around, which it's hard to do with a keyboard, because for some reason it sorta only reacts to 3 keys, and you're doing throttle, brake, you're steering. I'm making shorter angles now, but the risk of that is that you will completely lose speed, and then you will definitely use a multiplier. So it's better to go in, I don't know, I prefer third gear though. Then you have some sort of speed and you sort of twist the car around. But what did I get? A few low multipliers resulting in a low score. It's as simple as that. If you can get it at times 6, times 7, times 6, times 7, and it adds up a few hundred points every freaking time, and you get a final total score of 20,000 or something. 25,000 in this case. That's just in the middle of the pack, and that's not what you want. So, keyboard drifting. As you can see, I managed to get 97,000, which is not that bad with a keyboard. Because, well, these two, for instance, they're also Platinum 1 drivers, and they always get scores in 40,000 something. So I know I'm can do better at times, but in the beginning I had a score of 25,000. I couldn't get higher because I was. Sometimes it just depends on the car. That's what I'm trying to say here. I'm using the BMW M5 now, and that has a bit more power on the rear wheels. I've been testing the Mazda RX-7. I've been testing the BMW Z4. In the last qualifier here, I used the Ford Focus. I got 50-60,000 with that one on that track, but I can't get it as high with this run. So I bought the BMW M5, and that gave me a score of 97,000, which is good enough for 113th at the moment in the drift trial. But That is good enough for platinum, to my own surprise, because that's usually the thing that I suck in. What else do I need to? So I have platinum on all of these things, except for crew time attack, which I only did like 3 or 4 runs with Darius, I think it was. We sort of, well, had a look at the track, that's what we did, and since then I haven't been driving it, so that needs to go because I have the time with of 140, so it needs to get lower. Top times are around 125 or lower, so I'm 15 seconds away of that, so I need to improve here. This one, well, I don't know here. It's a long track. I even get myself a rough CTR3 for it, build it up to 1299, and I can't get under 18 seconds, 18.4 even. While the other two here doing 17.7, 17.9, and the guy in first place, or second in this time, 16.7. Now I do think that 16.7 is set with a crew, being that this guy got a draft somewhere. Other than that, I'm on platinum except for the free drive stunts. I have 22,000. Well, I'm not gonna get involved in that. I am in 38 at the moment, so I need to improve if I want to improve. That's what it's all about. But anyway, I gave a run in the drift event and sorta a roundup of the summit, although it's still 2 days to go. So I will probably try to improve my crew time attack and maybe put another bonus part combination on the drag car, so that I might improve a little bit. But I'm more than happy with 38 as a keyboard player out of the 7,000 people that are ranked now at this moment. If you're in 38, I think you cannot complain. So I will see you guys in the next one, which will probably be the April qualifiers, unless I decide to make a video of the crew time attack. Anyway, see you guys later, and bye for now.